that's alright. I know that life can treat you bad. Take everything you have. What when you call Jesus? Something starts to happen. Now what's his name? Jesus. Call his name. Jesus. I know him for myself. To be nobody else. So what's his name? Jesus. Call his name. Jesus. Somebody you can lean on. The one you can depend on. Jesus. That's my friend. There's no one else like him. I'm so glad I tried it. My Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Things begin to change when you call that name, Jesus. There is
Power for the working power. That part, yes. Come on, John. Nobody else.
So what's his name? Jesus. Call his name. Jesus. Somebody you can lean on, the one you can depend on. Jesus. That's my friend. There's no one else like him. I'm so glad I tried it. My Jesus. Jesus. Jesus.
It's the ripples. We hear you. We hear you.
Who do you call in that time of trouble? Jesus, 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 and he's coming on the double, my Jesus. I don't have to worry, no, I don't have to fret, 'cause Jesus is with me, Jesus is with me, and he's got my back. The truth is he can handle it. Faith is all that's needed. Trust in Jesus. Lean and depend on Jesus.
Ooh! Okay, y'all. I done played that song like a million times, okay? So they ain't getting no streams. They got some streams from me. All right? But, check it out. J. Powell, Jesus. Okay? So that's the singer on that song. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir. Ski. No. But yes. Ooh, let me turn the rest of this music off. But yes, y'all, man, I had to take a mental break. On Friday, I just needed a break to myself, a break from everybody, from the school, from the kids, to reset my mind, readjust my mind, just processing everything that I spoke about in the last 2 videos that I recently uploaded. But yeah, so I just needed to take a step back and to get myself together, get myself straight and stuff. But this hair is poofing up. Like, it's so hard being natural and trying to be cute. It's just hard. It's hard. But anyways, but yeah, y'all. So if y'all see me messing with my hair throughout the videos, because I'm trying to keep it afloat, but I'm about to just put it back in a bun and call it a day, because this is what I don't got time for. The event is over, so yeah. I need to do something different. But I'm like, it's not working right now. But I don't, anyway. But yeah, so yeah, I just needed that, especially because I believe school is winding down and is starting to get to me. This is only the second time I felt a teacher burnout all throughout the year, but it happens. It's very much normal. But I needed to pick myself up out of that mode and that funk really quick. So I text my principal directly on Friday morning at 5:30 a.m. baby. I was like, listen, Principal J, I need you. I need you, my love, my dear. Can you please do this solid for me? Your girl, and I told her the truth. I was like, I need a mental reset so that way I can come back next week stronger, going harder, and being in full throttle with my students, because I'm losing it. I feel myself going down, like I'm done teaching, but I'm not done teaching until June. So we only in May. It's May 4th. So yeah, I need that energy booster. I needed to pick myself back up with the help and assistance from God. Of course, can't do nothing without Him, man, because I've just been asking for His strength. Even today, just give me your strength. I saw somebody talking about that the other day. I think it was Kitty from tonight's conversation. She was saying she feel guilty when she asks God for His strength, but why? Like, we need His strength. We can't operate on our own strength, and that's what He knows. So yeah, we have His strength within us. We have to pray to Him and ask Him to pull it out of us, to allow ourselves to find that strength, because God lives within us. It's a spiritual thing. And so how do you think people get the Holy Ghost and feel the Holy Spirit? Because it's a spirit that lies within us. We just have to pull it out of us with the assistance from Christ. And so I ask Him all the time, Lord, grant me your strength, because my strength is what has me going down this hole, this little funk, this mood, right? This burnout as a teacher. And so I need your strength to pull me back up and to help me persevere and keep going until June. So yeah, I've been asking Him for His strength and just asking Him to grant me the mindset, the capacity. That's what the preacher talked about on Sunday. The capacity. God, give me the capacity to be able to take everything in all the way up until June, and to just help me stay prepared for my lessons and internalizing my lessons so that I can teach it at 100% versus 75%. Because I feel like I've just been teaching, and I you do get kind of tired, especially when the teaching becomes repetitive. Like, we have been going over the same things all year long. You hear me? All year long, the same things. I can tell you in my sleep what we've been going over: inferencing, paraphrasing, summarizing. What else have we been going over? ECRs, extended constructive responses, how to write a full throttle essay from the introduction to the body to the conclusion. We've done that a million times, and so it just becomes repetitive, and it really makes you feel like, okay, if y'all haven't gotten it by now, then you just ain't got it. but I refuse to have that mentality, because you don't know who can still possibly get it, even with this last few weeks ahead of us. It may take some children to get it all the way to the end of the year to finally understand what we've been going over, and finally for things to click, like, oh, this is easy. It just may take that year, that all the way until May. It may take them until May, so you don't know who you're still teaching to and who can possibly get it and finally have that light bulb to go off. Even if it is at the last minute, you still want to know that you've done all you can. So when they go into 6th grade, you've done all you can. There's no regrets, there's no nothing. And I was starting to feel like I wasn't doing that. So yeah, I had to take a step back and just get some me time and some Zen time, and to really breathe, allow myself to breathe, and to just calm down a bit and show myself some grace. Grace is always the key in certain circumstances. Okay, y'all can't be saying grace for something you ain't supposed to be doing. Y'all already know how I feel about that. But even in that process, you still have to allow yourself some grace, but not too much, because you know better. You know right from wrong. But yeah, y'all, so just came on here to vent and to share that for anybody else who's feeling like they're feeling a burnout in life in general. It's normal. It's okay. We get burned out all the time. I get burned out doing the same repetitive things every day. Sometimes I want something new in my life. I want something different, sometimes every now and then in my life, instead of just waking up, walking the dog, feeding the dog, going to work, getting off, going home, feeding the dog, walking the dog, internalizing my lessons, preparing for school the next day, and that's it. Which is why I volunteered myself to be a part of ministries and different things at my church to keep me busy, to keep me preoccupied in productivity and stuff like that, being of service as Christ has created me to be, a human being of service, and pouring myself out into ministry, into community, and helping and serving. I feel like that's what we're all here. Put me in purpose. Put me in purpose. Push me in purpose. Stretch me, which is also what our pastor talked about on, our guest pastor talked about on Sunday as well. God is not stretching you to stress you. He's stretching you to prepare you for the great things that he has in store for you in your near future. But you have to allow him to stretch you without stressing. All right, and that's also what I was starting to feel as well, like a little bit of stress, a little bit of my anxiety was starting to ruffle back up. So a lot of those things I just had to get back under control. And so yeah, I took a day off on Friday, and I think that's very important. It's very imperative. And it was just a confirmation because yesterday, what was that, Sunday? I think it was, yesterday. Between yesterday and early this morning, I'm pretty sure it was yesterday though, because I think I liked the post yesterday, but one of our church members sent a text, and she was just like, or sent a message and was like, it's Mental Health Awareness Week. So right, like God has been right on time with everything for me. I'm experiencing what the pastor preached about. I'm experiencing it right now. I literally took off on Friday because of what he was saying. I was feeling the stress of being stretched, but I asked God to move through me and to ensure that I am pouring my cup into everything that he wants me to pour my cup into, and so, or to pour myself into, right? So I've asked him for it now. He's giving it to me. I can't get stressed out about it. I just have to understand that he is stretching me with purpose, like I've always dreamed of him to do. And so for his kingdom and for his glory, right? And so yeah. And then also when he was saying, he preached about just making sure you don't get stressed, right? So everything that he hit on, I literally turned to my other church member and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going through this right now. I swear, like the past 2 freaking Sundays have been confirmation sermons for me. Like, it's been crazy. So I'm just very appreciative that God speaks to me in a variety of ways. And yeah, I'm just thankful. But yes, overall, all in all, in general, if you are feeling a burnout, it's okay. Call out, baby. Call out. Take that time off. Take a day off. They can do without you for a day. I know you have to be very cautious as to the heads up. Like, typically some people will have to put in a week's notice or 2 weeks notice, letting them know the day they're going to take off. Well, honey, you better get that week's notice in ASAP, okay? Because you need that day. And don't feel guilty for allowing yourself to take that day off, because yes, mental health is very important. We are nothing without a sane mind, without a sound mind. And speaking of that, I need to call my big brother because I haven't heard from him. My mom did tell me that she talked to him. She said that boy, he just needed a day to talk, because she said they was almost on the phone for an hour. And I said, well, you never know why the Lord, I told her, you never know why the Lord had allowed you that time period to talk to him. So take it as a blessing. Don't complain about it, because I love to hear my big brother voice. That's my baby. That's my sugar dumpling honey bun. But both of my brothers I love, but my oldest brother, he spoiled me. And then speaking of, oh my goodness, May is going to be a May-filled month, because his birthday is in May, my dad's birthday is in May, Mother's Day is in May, and I have another event to attend in the month of May. And actually all 3 of those events fall in the same week. Oh my gosh, that's this week. Oh my gosh, everything falls, well, no, the event, Mother's Day, oh no, just the event in Mother's, I don't know, today the 5th, no, today the 4th, I'm sorry, today the 4th. So no, his birthday falls on Monday, I'm sorry. So yeah, I only have 2 things this week, Mother's Day and the event I have to go to. Yeah, so then him and my dad are next week. Okay, perfect. Cool. But yeah, so I need to call him and talk to him just in general, check in on him. Yeah. But all right, let me hop up off this thing. Talk to y'all later. I hope y'all had a beautiful Monday because my Monday was beautiful. Happy Teachers Appreciation Week and Happy Nurse Week for all the nurses out there. It's both of our professions celebration week all week long. So yeah, thank y'all for y'all services, nurses. We appreciate y'all. And to the teachers, man, may God bless y'all. May God bless us and the nurses, because we know what we go through. We know what we see, what we witness, and what we deal with on an everyday basis. None of our professions are easy at all. At motherfreaking all, okay? But at least nurses get paid a little bit more. Y'all get paid a little bit more change. So I ain't mad at it, you know? Kudos to y'all. But yeah, so go to Chick-fil-A, go to all these places, research like the food places and stuff that have things that's complimentary for like for teachers and nurses and stuff, because they're giving out stuff all week long. Or they also have like certain restaurants that's doing like happy hours and stuff like that for the low for teachers and nurses only. Okay, but yeah, so I have these little sticky things on me because I had students to write me like notes and stuff. You know, I am at a low income school, so they do what they can, but it's the thought that counts. And I appreciate every single thing, because they didn't have to do this. And to be honest, stuff like this means more to me than anything. It's like I'm such a small gestures girl. It's not even funny. So I appreciate the small things in life. They are really big things to me and very sentimental to me. So I appreciate my little stickies. One of my students, she got me a rose. But it's okay, because what I do, I clip the ends, you know, how you're supposed to do, and I put it in my little water bottle. So I'm going to keep it at school, because I have a whole bouquet of pink roses at my house. Y'all know I love me some roses, some pink roses. And I love the color pink in general. So I bought myself, as always, a bouquet of roses just because, to have them in my house. And I know so many people are plant parents, plant moms, and plant dads, but I am a roses mom. I really want to see how long I can have my roses to last. So I'm kind of experimenting now, because I feel like people always say roses, flowers, they just gonna die, and yeah, they are, but I want to see how long, if you truly take care of them and cater to them and nurture them how they're supposed to be nurtured and taken care of, how long roses and flowers can truly last. So I'm experimenting with that right now with my beautiful pink roses, and they have blossomed so beautifully, and I want them to continue to blossom, because if I'm gonna spend, they were only $12.99, but if I'm gonna spend $12.99, I want that same longevity in weeks, right? $12.99, so I want 2 weeks worth. All right, 14 days. Give me my money's worth. Okay, 14 days, 12 to 14 days is how long I want them to at least last. Okay, not no 7 funky days, because I feel like they can last longer than 7 days, and I know they can because I've now had them for over 7 days. I've had them since last week. So I want to see if I continue to change the water and to take out the rose petals that are falling, and you know, keep up with the upkeep on them, how long they can truly last. So this is actually going into the 2nd week as of today. So I'm so happy, and I'm going to keep checking on them and things of that nature. Let's see what I did there. But yeah, so yeah. One of my other kids, she bought me a big bag of Sour Patches, and yeah, I have them in my back seat in a little bag. But it's like a huge chunk of candy. I'm like, baby, I'm not gonna eat all this candy, girl. I gotta watch my sugars and all that kind of stuff. So I just been dispersing it amongst my students from all different classes. So she gave it to me, but I don't mind giving it away. So yeah. I'm also practicing being selfless, because even though she bought that for me, I don't have to hold on to it. Like it's okay to disperse and amongst other people and stuff like that. So yeah, just working on quite a few things with myself and things I would like to change. I can improve more on being selfless, because I am very selfless. But I think I was so selfless that I end up becoming more selfish. And so now I'm trying to figure out how to balance. There's a time to be selfish, and there's a time to be selfless. Like my self-care day, that like to be selfish with. But as far as like giving and just passing out stuff and food and this and that and not holding and harboring those things, like that stuff to be given away, to be dispersed. Like I don't care about stuff like that. I shouldn't be so, you know, territorial about things like that, because it's just, I mean, we're here to share and to extend a helping hand, not to be selfish in that extent. But yeah, and I got some body spray and some lotion that one of my other students got me, because she was handing it to me and I'm like, oh, that's cute, girl. And I'm like, who is this for? And she was like, I said, that's cute, because she always has smell good stuff, like always. I swear, if she don't do no work in my class, one thing she gonna do is spray some perfume and put on lip gloss and fix her hair in the 5th grade. Yeah, if she don't do nothing else, she gonna do that every day. But she got in braids right now, so she's been forced to do work because she ain't got no time to play with her hair. So yeah, but she bought me some body spray and lotion. So I got some cute things. And then 2 of my other students came up to me as school was ending and was like, what do you like? I said, I like everything. I'm not a picky person. I love the color pink, so we can start there. And then I was like, I love roses, but I already have pink roses at home. I was like, I don't know, just be creative. I said, it's the fact that y'all are even thinking of me that I'm so appreciative of, because you don't have to think of me at all. You know, there are some teachers who are not getting anything. Like one of the teachers from 4th grade, she was like, what y'all get for teachers appreciation? Because I got 3 Takis. And she was like, no, not 3 bags of Takis. Literally, one student opened their bag of Takis and said, get 3 Takis out of my bag. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. But I had a good Monday. I had a beautiful Monday. I'm glad that my students actually care about me. I'm glad they appreciate me teaching them. That's what this says. Like one of my students, let me read. It says, Miss Ivory, you are the best teacher of reading of the school. And then 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", with hearts all on it. They had me into the 6'7" part, but I'm gonna wear it anyway with pride, because I'm so over 6'7". Like, I hate that the math teachers taught them that mess. And then this one says, thank you for everything you did this school year, and thank you for teaching us, Miss Ivory. Y'all welcome, because this is not an easy job, and they know it. Like, they know it. They have seen teachers literally cry, bawling, crying, because this is not easy. It's not for the weak. It ain't for the faint, for sure. 100% certainty. Baby. Yeah. But okay, y'all, let me get off this thing. I'm getting ready to pull into my house. Trying not to be sad. I need to schedule my baby a veterinarian's appointment, because he has not been eating, and I'm very worried about him. I don't know if he's sad. I don't know if he's experiencing something. And that's the thing about taking care of animals, is that they can't talk. It's just like having a baby, but all the baby does is cry all day long, because that's their way of communicating. They can't talk, but they can tell you through sound how they're feeling. And so that's kind of what he's going through right now, and I'm a little sad about it. So that's what I definitely need to do ASAP, is call a veterinarian, and that's what I'm about to do now before they try to close. But all right, I'm trying to see where one is located. I'm gonna ask my neighbors. I know it's gonna be expensive, but I gotta see what's wrong with my baby. I gotta see what's wrong with him, because he works my nerves, and I'm kind of sad that he's not working my nerves for the past 3 days. You know, I actually do miss that. I want him happy and chipper and feeling well. All right, but okay, y'all, let me get off this thing for the millionth time. Talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Be safe. Have a great rest of your week. Y'all, this camera, y'all gonna have to bear with me, because it is completely almost off of my stand. It is just wobbling and wobbling. I'm sorry, y'all. Thank y'all for your patience. But okay, love y'all. Pulling in. Bye.